Little bro went to China thinking he would be received as a celebrity, got treated as just another foreigner, got arrested, learned that nobody knows him, and now learns that Asmund is popular there. Hasan should be elected the lol cow of the year.
Well, that makes sense to have him there, though, still, because he has an influence on the young audience in America. I think that's another thing people need to understand. Like, Hasan Parker is a cigarette strategy, right? He's a cigarette guy. Cigarette companies want kids to smoke cigarettes. Unfortunately, kids shouldn't smoke cigarettes, but they want kids to smoke cigarettes. That's why they used to make they used to make candy cigarettes, which I believe are not allowed anymore. They want kids to smoke cigarettes because they want to create lifetime partners. It's the same thing with like every industry does that. That's why you see companies like tool companies selling like little toolkits for kids. They want lifetime people. That's why they make toys of like cars. They want lifetime audiences. It's easier for Disney, but Disney wants kids to watch Disney, so they create new kids Disney movies, and they like, oh, let's do like the 10th iteration of, such a Disney IP. That's what they want. They want lifelong people. And so when China wants Hasan to go there to run propaganda, it's because Hasan has a very young audience of people, and that's it. And it's because Hasan is extraordinarily intelligent. Hasan, it talks to you like you're stupid, right? Hasan is easy to understand. He goes there and says, America bad, West bad, always bad, doesn't matter. Bad, bad, bad. There's no intelligence there. Your brain doesn't really hurt particularly heavily. He's an attractive guy. He has a cute puppy dog that he doesn't shock, that sits in the corner of its own volition and isn't forced to sit there. Optically, Hasan is a really big person that kids like to consume. Young people like to consume. It's the young audience. And so China knows that. And so like whatever propaganda arm they have, and by the way, I'm not saying America doesn't have their own propaganda arm, but whatever propaganda arm they have knows that. And of course they want them to come to the country so they can capture a bunch of young people and go like, oh, look, all these young people like Hasan, let's have him here, blah, 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 blah. Oops. Hopefully they don't kill that police officer who questioned Hasan. That probably with their propaganda machine, and that's what they want. They want to have some level of like control over young people. That's the same reason why we do that as well. We have some young people, like that's why we do like free colleges, like programs for other countries to come here and get college a lot of times for like a discounted rate, especially very intelligent young people, because again, we want to have influence over them as well in a similar capacity. The difference is that you have a much greater amount of freedom of speech here than over there, but things do seem to be changing. Let's be fucking real.